Good evening, this is God of the Sneak here, and we are back this evening with the first episode of our very new series with The Witcher 3. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So we do have both the expansions installed as well, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, but we'll get to those when it's more like level appropriate. Hearts of Stone being around level 15, Blood and Wine around 25-30. So got a long way to go before we get into those, but you can, like, if you did just want to do those DLCs, if you played the game but you've not touched the DLCs, you can do them separately. We're just going to go for fresh start. Story and sword, let's go for normal. We don't need tutorials, she says right now. It isn't the first time I've played this game, but you might not think that after you've seen me play. And don't forget that you need to put Simulate Witcher 2 save on if you want the additional dialogue later on where we get to pick and choose Geralt's backstory. If you put Simulate Witcher 2 save off, which a lot of people do, getting those two mixed up, you don't get a choice. The game auto picks for you the choices that you would have made in The Witcher 2. So just give yourself that bit of freedom, that bit of choice. I would always put that on. Oh, this is one of the coolest openings. Oh, Grizzly, awesome. Okay, you could have at least picked a stuff up, Geralt. Oh, brutal. Yay for the good horse. Nice. There's our man himself. Ah yes, for anybody who hasn't seen this, the infamous bathtub scene. There is actually a model out there that is just Geralt in the bath for those people that really needed that.
You know I don't find that amusing.
A bloody face hugger. Blech.
It wasn't meant to amuse, but to prod you to hurry. It's midday already.
Says the woman, like, lounging around.
You'd train with her. Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Showing off his gnarly scars. Look, this is how you put clothes on.
So, later then.
See you later.
Yes, we could look at the ass all day, Geralt. Get a moving. She got fully dressed in the time it took you to put on a shirt, mate. Right, so, get a bit of an introduction to the Witcher senses here. So we can have a wander around the room.
Nothing but silver.
Gold clashes with my complexion. You should know that.
How dare you not know that, girl? You can go look at certain things.
Clothes that aren't black or white.
Undergarments.
Okay, you say that, but you're wearing black undergarments now. You're not very good with colour, Yen. Okay.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
See, that uppityness annoys me. That's the only thing that's ever annoyed me about Yennefer. It's just, you know, you will do this for me. It's not really a question of will you, it's do it. But that'd be the, you know, the dom sub relationship that they're definitely in.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
So welcome to Kaer Morhen, the home of the Wolf School of Witches.
What? Time to wake up, Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too.
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
Making her slog through that brick? No wonder she took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable. Not like the hogwash they print nowadays. She's tackling the pendulums, right? How many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors.
Also,
Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. She wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Gotta admit, we've spoiled her.
We've spoiled her. I've been saying it from the start. Ciri needs a firm hand.
Been saying that true, but you let her walk all over you just like the rest of us do.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now.
On it, sir.
Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Yeah, also, she's, training on basically a cliff edge. On her own. Feels like someone should be watching her.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike. You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork.
I mean, she's doing a damn sight better job than I ever would.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold. You've got work to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but that book was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Sorry's not good enough. You're gonna read Ghouls and Alghouls in its entirety, appendices included.
No, please! I'd rather clean the stables.
End of discussion. Come on, we'll practice with the others down below.
I can be a tough father. So we can either do the tutorial here just to get a feel for running around, you just end up running around the castle, or we can skip and go straight to meeting the other witches. We're going to skip this for now, because we know about how to do running about.
Not this time. Believe me, you don't want to keep Vesemir waiting.
Plus, we were told to bring her down to the yard.
Anything to say for yourself, young lady?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword. At the very least, you ought to be able to tell a ghoul from an Alghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
Oh, schooled.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine,
Yeah, a
we
little
talked
bit.
enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop
Yes,
groaning
do you really
and
want
grab a
to
sword.
fight one of the actual witches? Well, also, that's not really practice for them. That's babying
What do you
you.
think? Should we start by reviewing the fundamentals or go right to free training?
So you got a couple options here. You can start with the fundamentals and begin the combat tutorial, or you can go straight to air quotes the free training, which zooms you forward. If you played the game a couple of times, recommend skipping the tutorial.
Let's skip straight to free training. No point going over the basics again.
I don't agree with that fundamentally, because I do think it's important to do the basics. Hell of a hit.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Ciri, get down here.
A little she-devil. Soon as she's back, we'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
find that helmet? Siri?
I'll make sure to find every last blade for you.
The amount of detail in this game is excellent. Even here, just that bloody scrap of sack there in the wind.
What the?
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No.
And it was all a dream.
You all right?
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character.
Excuse me, I'm sat right here.
Didn't end well, did it? Your dream.
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Something to explain about the dialogue trees in The Witcher. If it's in yellow, it pushes the conversation forward. Whereas if it's in white, it usually circles round back to this point. So usually for extra information or that extra bit of dialogue.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
I mean, we can be coy about this, but nah.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. But it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I smell it. Ghouls.
Now, I'm a big fan of the quick attacks in this game. Just remember to keep an eye on... Oh, they're all around you. Right, we've got our symbols as well. I'm a big fan of... I'm a very big fan of Igni. Set them on fire.
Not good.
I really didn't want to get the torch out. But now I don't really know how to put it away. Oh, there we go. Figured it out. Why do I have my torch back out?
An army's past. Necrophages
Thank you.
follow. Let's go before any more show up.
Okay, on the little mini map as well, if you've killed a lot of enemies, it shows you where they've gone down. And once you've looted them, they then pop off the mini map. It's really useful for getting all the ingredients you can. It's really, I mean, like any game, it's important to loot, but especially in this one, if you want to create tonics, oils, things like that, you need to be looting as you walk around everything. Rip up the entirety of the plant life. If you must. I'm sorry to all plant lovers out there, but it is just a game. Even the druids don't mind. Okay, right, so we just put our Witcher sensors on for a moment. Just do a double tick, make sure everything's fine. One thing you can spot, like over there, we can spot little bubbles. And that is things moving about, that is sound. So if we went down there, we would find either animals or monsters. Which is pretty good if you want to do running around rather than on your horseback. This is your faithful Mount Roach.
Sure, I knew. Couldn't stop talking about how useful they are as creatures.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses, they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No, really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
Yeah. If you
Well, it's
hold
not exactly going
Cantor.
our way.
We have a side.
The Northern Realms.
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Gotta believe something. It's what keeps us going.
Very true. If you hold Canter or you press to gallop, you will, if you're following somebody, you'll usually fall into line with them, which is quite a nice thing. So you don't have to like steer Roach if you're following someone.
We going? Help me! Help!
Get a glimpse of our first big monster of the game. Look at that beauty! Nice shots, well done, mate. Okay, it also is a good shot. Okay, he's taking his meal to go. Damn. It takes... I'm so hungry I could eat a horse to a whole new level.
Has it gone?
No, I am it.
Come out.
Oh, mate. New haircut, please. That's a proper medieval peasantry look. It's the bowl cut!
That was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh,
Don't make him throw up, Geralt.
you'd like a reward, I suppose.
So here's the thing with witchers, and I absolutely agree with them. You know, they do the job, they should get paid. But a couple of times you'll save someone, and it is better to say that you don't know as a thing, because then later on when you see them, you'll get a better reward from them. So especially from this first guy.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail.
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there? Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
Let's go.
Good excuse. So by saving this we now find out he's a merchant, and by saving him later on, we will be able to visit his shop, and he'll give us a bit of a discount because we were so nice to him earlier. So sometimes it is worth just
So, the Griffin this close to the village. Strange.
letting them live.
Exactly.
Well, not letting them live.
Forest of the
I mean, I suppose I
mountains,
could have
sure,
killed
but
him,
here,
but
near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
geese in the road.
Please!
Oh God. Oh, look at that one running away! Oh my God, it ran in.
Witcher had naught to do with it. What did the folk do? They could have soldiered them back.
What? Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
How quickly the courage of men fails.
Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaverlost freaks.
I still don't understand. It's one of the things that's always bugged me. I don't understand how they have the balls to say that to you. I'm carrying two swords.
No need. We're used to it.
And
jumpy
I could murder them all.
Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Cool. So she's given us a bit of food, which is nice, to keep going, and then we've got a few options here. So
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
we can ask about the contract on the Griffin.
A contract on that Griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Cool, so
Show me
thank
what
you for
you
that.
got behind the counter.
It is worth, if we've got a little bit of money. We don't really want to sell any stuff that we've got at the moment, but we can have a look. So, a big part of this game is playing Gwent. So we could pick up some Gwent cards from her as well. We've also got some alchemy ingredients that we can get and some food from her. We'll leave it for now, but we could come back.
Thanks for everything. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Mm-hmm. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Okay, I'm a walking solid pile of muscle. I'm going to draw attention, Vesemir. Hello.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet. Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
Again, how do they? Why do people talk to witches like that? Look at me. Like, you're lucky I don't just kill you. So, I could just say I just want to talk. We can also try using a bit of magic on him. So we could do this.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Sit down, boy. Yeah, so you can try asking normally, but they won't give you any information. The only way to get that bit of information is by using the magic. Cats do not like you, but we like you, kitty cat.
Suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit... What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the Horsewoman of War is pure poppycock.
It's a hell of a title.
Horsewoman of War? What's that about?
Folks say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Okay, why are you here?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Go back to your
Take
books.
my advice. Go back to your books while you can. War's no game. No faculty meetings to attend. No tenure to gain. End notes to compile. First soldier you see'll kill you.
Why would he do that? Me? A neutral civilian? A scholar?
Boots.
Come again?
He'll kill you for your boots.
Hopefully that makes him turn around. It would be really nice if we got to Oxenfurt Academy and we could meet him again.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value
Giggity.
our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
It's a fair point.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No,
Okay.
and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Okay, so for all those that don't know, this is the start of a Gwent addiction. Once you start playing, once you say all right, you never stop. Every person you meet, doesn't matter what quest you're on, doesn't matter if they're your enemy, you'll still end up playing Gwent. So I'm going to say no thanks for now, but we can come back, and I'll probably come back in a, oh, sod it. I will sink myself into the Gwent, come on.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Okay, so we have a number of different cards. We have different decks. So the deck that you'll start with is the Northern Realms, because that's where you're from. There is the Scoia'tael, which is your Elves deck. There's a Monsters deck. There's a Nilfgaardian Empire deck. So they all have different play styles. You start with the Northern Realms. It's a pretty basic deck. It does what it says on the cards. So you've got 3 types of units. You've got your melee fighters who have this little sword. You have your ranged fighters with the bow, and you have your siege weaponry, which is, personally, that's my favourite. I love having the siege weaponry stuff. You've also got some special cards. So, like here, the Blue Stripes Commando, for example. If we zoom in on him, he has the type bond, so if you place him next to a card with the same name, it doubles the strength. So if you have a couple of him in the deck, which we do, we have 2, and you manage to draw them at the same time, you can double their strength. It's the same for the poor fucking infantry. Yeah, if you zoom in on the cards well, you read some of the really cool text. So again, you can put that next to someone, and it will double the strength. If we have a look here to our siege guy, he may only be worth 1, but he adds +1 to all units in the row. And if we zoom back along here, we've got the medic. So you choose 1 card from your discard pile and play it instantly, but you can't play heroes or special cards, but that's really good to just bring you back one of like your high-paying siege weapons, or perhaps one of your spies. So the spy, you give this to your opponent, so it counts towards your opponent's total number, but you then get to draw 2 cards from your own deck. When you're playing Gwent, card draw is really important. So we've got 30 cards. We don't really want more than 30. You need at least 22 unit cards in the deck to be able to play. You can have up to 10 special cards, and you can see there the total strength of this deck is about 84. So we've also got a leader. So we've got for Northern Realms, it's Falstis, and there's different versions of Falstis. They all do different things. The one we've got is he places a impenetrable fog card from your deck and plays it instantly. Very good. So try and make sure you don't have a fog card in hand. Your fog cards are different types of weather cards. Each one affects different layers of the board. So you've got Biting Frost, which affects your melee row. You've got Impenetrable Fog, which affects your ranged row, and you've got Torrential Rain, which affects your siege row. And you'll have usually a couple of clear weathers in there to get rid of weather effects. So let's go ahead and start the game, and we'll see what cards we draw. So I'm going to go first. So you get to redraw 2 cards. Now we know we don't want an Impenetrable Fog, because Falstis gets to play one from the deck, so we don't want it in our hand. We've got our Spy, which is excellent. We've got a couple of Siege Machines. We've only got 1 each of the guys that help each other, so I'm going to redraw this one. We've got ourselves another weather card, but that's alright. So this is played in 3 rounds, and the point is, it's very simple. I want more points than my opponent. Now, sometimes it is best, you only have these 10 cards. So you have a limited resource for playing this game. Sometimes it is best to lose to your opponent the first round. just so you have enough cards to completely wipe them the next round. So we're gonna pop our spy out, which is going to draw us 2 new cards. So technically I've just given him 5 points, but it's given me 2 more cards to play with. So we have quite a few siege, but I want to keep them in hand for next time because I kind of want to just give this away. I want him to play a few more cards. I've got 11, he's got 9. So we're going to put out like some of our weak infantry. Okay, so he's putting a fair bit out. This guy, because he's on his own, isn't really worth alt to us, so although we might keep him for a little later. Let's put out this lady here. Right, so they've passed now, because they've got more points than me. I'm going to have to play something, which I will. I'll play this Biting Frost. That's going to freeze that, and it reduces all their numbers down to 1. So now they've only got 4 points, I've got 5, and we have equal cards. We are on 9 each. So actually it's worked out very well for me because I won that round, didn't expect that, and because we're playing the Northern Realms we draw a card. So we are going to play our medic, and we get to bring back a card. So we played Sabrina, who is a pretty decent number of points for a ranged character. Now this guy is he's only got 1 health point left, so he's going to have to basically play everything he has in order to not lose, and there is no point holding back at this point for me either. So we're just going to start whacking down cards, because if we defeat him now, if we beat both of his rubies, we win. So hold nothing back, keep going. I don't have a lot of range, which is good, because we want to put out that fog that reduces the ranged. But we don't want to put the fog out until the very last moment if we can, because we have a clear weather just in case he plays some weather of his own that messes up our army. But we are already doubled his points currently. So keep whacking some cards down. We're on 35. Now he is the starter guy that's introducing you to the game, so this kind of can go both ways if you've never really played before. But if you defeat a person playing Gwent, then you get a card from them, and that's where the addiction really lies, because each special person you'll get a special card from them to play. So they've whacked down a clear weather, which I could do as well, but honestly I'm just going to hold and pass. We're on 43 to their 20. Boom. There we go. And that's how it's done. So I actually originally planned to give up that first round, but because they passed early in the hopes that I would spend more cards to beat them, we've done well for ourselves.
Well, you've a knack for this game.
Yes, I do.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Cool. You also start to hear about different masters of Gwent around the world by playing people. And they will start to add like smaller quests to your game. So having done that, we can walk over to Elsa.
Something else you'll be needing?
And just have a chat about some of the cards she has.
Depends what you're after. Have a look.
So she has a decoy, which is a card that we don't have. So you swap the card with it on the battlefield and return it to your hands. That's really good if you're planning to forfeit the round anyway. Get one of your good cards back and leave a decoy out there. We've got Catapult, we've got another Commander, which is good because he has the tight bond. We've got Crinfried Reaver's Dragon Hunter. Ooh. I mean, I don't think we have any of those. I'm more than happy to pay for that. And we've got a different version of falseness, so definitely worth buying. I'm probably going to buy the siege one as well because that is at 8 strength, so I think that has more than any other that I have, and it has a tight bond. So there we go. We've got all the cards from her.
Farewell.
Thank you, Innkeep. Right, we've got one last person to talk to, who is the very infamous Gaunter Odin.
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies. It'll lift your spirits.
Go on then, let's have a drink.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
I don't know why he looks so shocked. She's a pretty out there character.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
So, I think it's important to know who he is first.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gaunter Odin, at your service.
Vagrant? That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Guessed it. It's love.
I knew it at once.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Okay, well you gave me more information than anyone else, so cheers.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Hint, 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 hint. There for the future, can I just say. Now, it doesn't give you the option. Watch it with The Witcher, because sometimes it doesn't give you the option. I mean, that's good. You've got to use your own autonomy here. It doesn't tell you that you can go and talk to other people. So don't fall into the whole, oh, this is where the objective marker's taking me, kind of route.
Yes. What is it, Wolf?
Realize it's been half a year since we hunted down that fiend in Varun?
Yes. Well, that was more than a fiend. What was that bastard's name? Drugan? May the soil lie light upon him. Things used to be simpler. Monsters were bad, humans good. Now, everything's all confused.
Used to be exactly the same. You've just forgotten.
Do well not to point up my age. You're near a century old yourself.
See you later, Vesemir.
So you can go back to Vesemir and chat to him. We could go back chatting to his peasants if we really wanted to. Not that I want to. If you said no to his Gwent game, you could go back here and talk to him. Right. Let's go. Excuse me, you're blocking my path.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
I'm trying to do that.
Don't want your kind here.
Okay, I mean, I could use the thing to get one of them to back off, but no.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Shit, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Will you now?
This is mine. Rippy soldier!
Come on then. The parry is quite important on these. Oh my god, the horse just kicked him in the face! The horse just kicked him in the face! Oh my god, actually, is he dead? He might be. I hope he's not actually dead. I don't want to be tried for murder. Well, sod. Okay, so. Well, we're gonna leave him there. White Orchard, welcome to this little, very picturesque little hovel.
It's Durban now.
If we walk around, you. You can run around, you can meet new people, you can... I really love this little pot over there. You can have a chat to different people.
Looking for trouble?
Mate, I'm a witcher. Have a little bit more respect, you're lucky I'm humble. Well, you're lucky Geralt's humble. Okay? In every village, pretty much, you will find a notice board. Roach. On the notice board you will find like 4 or 5 different things. Some of them will lead to quests, some of them are just nice knowledge about the world. So this is Imperial Edicts asking able-bodied men to clear the fields of corpses. This one's just the Imperial garrison nearby, says that the poor can come once a week to collect food rations. Someone's asking to borrow a plough. Nilfgaardian lessons, because they are now part of Nilfgaard, they need to learn a new language. We've got Brother Missing, so this is one of a quest that you can pick up. So Bastian, my brother, went off to fight the Black Ones. I have reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say, and you'll be being the right, but if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'd give him up to the ground at least. So we can go find Dune Vildement and help him either find Bastian's corpse or find Bastian. And then we also have an actual contract. So these are Witcher contracts that are put out on the board for you to pick up. You can go chat to people and you can take on whatever monster it is in the area. So we've got a contract devil by the well. So we're going to take all of those. Some of them as well just pop undiscovered locations on your map, which is very nice. So if we pop onto this screen here, pop on the... So we have the map of White Orchard. So this is the entirety. I mean, you can't go to the full area. Basically where I'm moving right now, that is the extent of where you can go. So you can't actually go right to the edges, but it's a very big map for the starting area. So we can also zoom in and we can see that we've got a quest available right nearby. And if we zoom out a bit more, we can go over here to the old fort, where we know that the main mission is. So we're just going to pick up this side quest while we're passing.
What the fuck am I to do? Eh?
What? Language.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners.
No, I love
what
the sarcasm.
What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
So you can just end it, you can just be like, cool, good sad story, bye. or you can offer to help.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks. I found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Hope you haven't scuppered up the trail then by going out there. I will do my best. Right, this one is village central, so we're going to do this. So let's have a look around. So if we go around the back, we can have a look about, and we can see, oh look, tracks
from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard. A man's. Large.
Cool, so we can now follow his boot prints. I recommend going fairly slow when you do this, especially, it's not so bad in White Orchard, but when you're trekking out in the wild, you're ploughing along in Witcher vision, you are not noticing, like, enemies that could be nearby.
Piss and vodka.
And sometimes you will have to, like, pop the Witcher vision back on because you'll lose track or whatever you're tracking. Chicken! It does also update on the map though, so you can see like the little yellow search area is updating. We're just gonna dive over there and grab those. So we know it's alright in White Orchard, so we're gonna just keep running. So where's he off to? This man.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Okay. Yeah, fishing rod, sweet. Okay, so we follow it around this corner. There we go.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush.
So sure, who knows? Will you go to the well in Hovel instead?
Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound. Tracks lead back to the village.
So you don't need to, like, examine everything if you're fairly certain of where it's going, but you don't want to miss a clue. You'll know if you do, because it won't update the little yellow search circle. Here we go, in here.
He's here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds. Marks. It's gotta be him. Nasty wound. Run into a drowner.
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa.
What a dick.
Our arsonist's a charmer, too. Come on. Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies. Do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out, man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some,
wow.
But what's left is yours.
What an amazing son.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
And I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp.
Really?
Calm down. Now follow me.
Come on, idiot brain. This way. So you don't really have to wait for him. You could just run your way back over to the dwarf and activate the dialogue, and it will then bring the guy to you, because he's very drunk and very slow.
Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you! I was drunk! Didn't know what I was doing!
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
He went pretty easily, I'll say that.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved. You know, I hated the Black Ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Cool, so he's managed to kind of... Well, he will manage to fix his forge a little bit.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Excellent, right. Done that little bit of a side quest. Come on, Roach. Bestest boy. So we do have a few side quests, but I really want to go to that garrison, have a word with the main guy. If we see anyone along the way, maybe we'll stop. Like, just down here. In fact, that didn't last very long. Come on, what do you want?
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have eyed me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. Was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
Okay.
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left, locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black-wist sort, not worth much, I suppose, but I've no other. Would you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan? I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow. Well, that he's lying there.
Probably.
Never
Go on,
taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around.
You adventurous soul, you. So, if we go back to our wheel of fun things, we have our main powers. So, Idren, which is a magical trap. Queen, which is a protective shield. Igni, which deals fire damage. Axie, which is the thing that influences opponent's minds. And Ard, which is telekinetic blast, which is very useful for doing that. Open up, damn it. Might as well loot this place for everything it's got. But the rotting flesh, I'm not really sure we really need it, but...
A corpse. Explains the stench.
What, you couldn't see that from the...
His throat was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier, might add.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing.
Hold on, let me see.
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
You probably are a little.
Documents. Almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
So, and when you arranged to meet, you fucking show up. I did, risking my life and the entire blasted operation. I ended up standing there with my plowing in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought the Nilfgaardian army was better organised than that, but you... Tell that blessed Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges, so we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone tits up, this time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting. So we've got a little bit of information.
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have you?
Yes, I found the pan. I didn't want to ignite the candle, I wanted to loot the shelf. Sometimes trying to get yourself in the right position to loot is difficult. There's a little box down there, but I don't think you can loot it. Right, cool, that's pretty much everything in here. Let's grab that. It is worth checking everything. You don't know where you're going to find blueprints and things.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.
Thank you, lady. Please, Roach. Roach, that's not how horses do! Why are you broken? How am I going... I don't think I can get on... Okay, right, we're gonna run away from you now. Then I'm gonna sprint this way. And then I'm gonna summon Roach, because he got broken. Roach gets broke a lot. There we go, there he is. I'm not really sure what you were trying to do there, buddy. Right, to the garrison, not down that road. You will automatically start... No, Roach is not a mere horse. You will automatically start following a road, but be careful, it doesn't always take you along the road that you need to be following. Right, we do not want to stay for that. Goodbye. Not yet, anyway. Whoop! Off we go. We found ourselves a new marker, so fast travel in this game is done via signposts, so it's not just anywhere that you can fast travel to and from. You have to start from a signpost and go to another signpost. Hello.
Military camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Huh. You black ones aren't so scary after all. Can even be nice if you want to.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Okay. Give me all the things. Okay. This one's got a lot of herbs.
I know there is little left in your granaries, but soldiers are men too. How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look.
See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
Pretty reasonable.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very good.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps.
Yes, sure.
What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a Griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
Why do you care about this Griffin?
Because I care about people. The beast has killed 10 already, including a few of my men. To hunt it, I would need to mobilize the entire garrison, comb the woods, organize a batu. Simply impossible.
Too big a hassle?
No, too high a risk. I cannot disperse my forces. Temeria's army we have crushed, but its common folk remain, ready to answer a call to arms. So, as to this Griffin, I can sit on my hands, or hire a professional.
Yay! Somebody thinks that I'm a professional!
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the Griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. He only recognized them because they wore our plate.
Damn.
Since then, the Griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn. Scent should lure the Griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No.
There's no need for that,
First
come on.
came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example.
Nah.
Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Okay.
Need more information about this Griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Brill, thank you very much.
Mislav. Thanks.
Brilliant, so we've got our updated quest.
Witchers.
And why does nobody like me? I'm perfectly likable. I do the job none of y'all want to do. It's because I keep stealing all the flowers. I think that's it. Right. Oh. Hello. So that's just like highlighting the fact that we can now fast travel if we want to. Okay. Let's have a zoom out. Let's see what we've got around. We've not really found much in the way of the extras in this area just yet. But we can zoom to the sawmill if we want, which we will. I'm first going to pause there and I'm going to quickly dash to the bathroom because I should not have had a cup of tea before I started streaming. So bear with us. Back in just a tick. Cool, thanks for bearing with me. It's very... There and back as fast as I could. Right. So we're going to zoom down to the sawmill, and we're going to go see the herbalist. My plan is to basically do, like, a couple of side quests possibly, but mostly stick to the main story on these Thursday night streams, and then in between I'll pop on, do some of the side quest stuff, some of the collectible stuff. It is really worth doing. Also, this herbalist hut, absolute goldmine. Take everything. Everything that you can, like herb wise. You're going to need all this stuff later. Right, you can see the herbs on the map. So just don't be afraid to just go absolutely berserk and take it all. Because for some reason, that is totally fine and she has no problem with it. Which I would have understood like after I helped her, but not really before. But oh well. Thank you for your stuff.
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets, the red bloom. Well, one versed in herbs.
Probably saying too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can hope to do for her.
Griffin do that to her?
Delina. Yes. Attacked her at night. She was walking in the woods.
At night? Through the woods? In wartime?
Meeting a boy. The young, you know, do foolish things for love. Wounds are healing, but she will die. Blood's pooling in her skull. Nothing my brews can do to help.
Could try to help her with one of my potions. Swallow can heal internal hemorrhages.
But?
Witcher's potions aren't for humans.
She'll die as it is.
Yes. A peaceful death soothed by your concoctions. If I give her Swallow and something goes wrong, the whole village will hear her screams.
I understand. Do as you will.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm hunting the Griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a Griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you, but this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. They're only orders.
Well.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the Griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Some herbalist monster flirting going on right there. Right, so we could talk to her and get some herbs if we want to. Or we can have a look at our alchemy list. So, alchemy is a big part of this game. You want to keep brewing things, you want to keep getting better. So we've got one of your main things. Once you've brewed something, once you've made something, you never have to do it again. So we need an empty bottle and we need a cherry cordial. Cherry cordial, for serious? We need those in order to make alcohest, which is used in most of the potions we have. So let's see if she has any of that on her.
I'm sure I can find something.
Right, so let's have a look what she has. So we need one empty. We'll get a couple of empty bottles, and we need a cherry cordial, which no, that's Nilfgaardian lemon. She doesn't appear to have on her at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. She's also going to sell, like, so we've got manuscript pages here for different different chemicals, different things for your alchemy. So we've got decoctions here, which are basically you take them. They are taken from different monsters, and you get some of their abilities from it. It does massively poison you, though. It puts your toxicity up a lot. We've also got, just like she's got 2 pages here for different spirits that could be really useful. We're alright for now. We really need that cherry cordial, so we're just going to have to hope we find some as we're running about.
Farewell.
Let's have a look. Can't take anything from her hut at the moment, but we will come back once we found some cherry cordial, once we can do that bit of alchemy. I will just grab all that though. Right, quests. So we've got our secondary quests here. We've got Witcher contracts. So we've got the Devil by the Well there. And we've got our main one. So the Beast of White Orchard. It always has a number next to it to let you know. So the suggested level for that is level 3. So it is more suggested to go after that Witcher contract first. But we're good for now. We're going to, I reckon, go find the hunter. Aha! Roach is just the bestest boy and best spy, because he appears out of literally anywhere. Teleporting horse powers. Right, so go over the wall, Roach. Come on. He won't automatically jump, which is something that has always bothered me. But can't win them all.
Anyone home?
Must be out hunting.
Right. Let's check the
trails fresh.
Trails.
His love just left home.
Do 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 do. Follow the trail. Here we go. Hello.
You, Mislav?
Shh. Hear that?
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Dogs more dangerous than wolves? Don't think so.
It's the truth. Know why?
No, but I guess you're about to tell me.
Wolves hunt to fill their bellies. Wild dogs kill for sport.
Just like humans.
Aye. They've learned much from us. Why not cruelty too?
Damn.
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed. Where'd you find them?
Ah, I see. You a witcher?
No.
That monster slayer they's talking about in the village?
No.
I'll show you, sure. But, I gotta kill those mutts before they hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Come on then.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs might, though. So step careful now. Come on.
These dogs been a problem for a while now?
Since the war started. Soldier on the march, he'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow. But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs. They're gaunt, guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies. But they just too late. Attacked another one.
There we go. Get rid of them. Get the raw meat off them. Sometimes they have dog tallow. Sorry, mate. It's a very dead guy.
Dieter.
You know him?
We served at the Lord's Manor together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before. Well, a long time ago.
The Stable Hand, the Lord's Hunter, that's a book right there.
Before what?
Before they drove me from the village.
What did you do?
Nothing. I'm a freak. Sorry. I'd rather not talk about it.
I'm a freak too.
Aye, but of another kind.
If it's lycanthropy, I can help.
Oh, bless you.
Lycanthropy. Werewolves. Handled a few cases
Garrett.
in the past. It's usually a simple curse.
The Lord's son, Florian, and I, we loved each other.
There we go.
Dieter walked in on us in the stables. They drove me away. Florian hanged himself. Lord started drinking, and the estate fell into ruin. That's the long and short of it.
I'm sorry.
Ancient history now. I was to show you where I found the Nilfgaardians. Come.
It's just spending that little moment to talk to people makes a huge difference.
Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent through the woods. No Griffin can hear me nor spy me.
I mean, I found you. It's not that hard. Okay, we'll level up once we're at the next investigation bit. Go, Miss Life, go. Yep, this be the murder bit.
One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself.
So Griffin's a bit of an artist.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Okay, so we will leave him. While we've got a moment, we pop over to the character screen here, and we can do our leveling up. So there's a bunch of different things we can do. We can, if we find mutagens, we can put them in here. They enhance whatever powers we've got. So if we get a red mutagen, it enhances your combat. Blue for your magic. Green for your alchemy. So a bit of order is quite good here. So we've got different branches. So if you want to make your fast attack better, then you go down here. So fast attack damage increased by 10%, and it increases the adrenaline point gain. We've got strong attacks. We've got deflection of arrows while parrying. We've got lightning reflexes, so time slows while aiming the crossbow. And we've got resolve, so adrenaline point loss upon taking damage is lowered, so we can keep that adrenaline gain going up. We could go down the signs route, make our signs better, so Igni's quite good, so it melts armour, so it permanently weakens enemies' armour if you throw it at them. Sustain glyphs for Idren. That's quite good, so if you put up the magical warding, it does damage to things. It's usually best used on ghosts. It will increase that damage. Exploding shield, I've got to admit, I would usually go 100% into fast attack and the Quen sign, because having the shield that explodes and pushes enemy back gives you a bit of clearance room. Then you've got alchemy, so you can increase your tolerance to whatever you're brewing. We can have poison blades, so the oil that you apply to your blades. We don't have any oils at the moment, but if we did, would have a 5% chance of poisoning the target on each hit as well. So if you go for fast attack and go for poison blades, you go down a bit of a roguish route. That is very good. You can steady the aim while aiming bombs. Again, acquired tolerance, so for every known formula, you increase your maximum toxicity by 0.5. So the more hunting you do around the world, the more formulas you know, the better your toxicity tolerance. And then we have Frenzy, which is a bit of an interesting one that I've never gone into, because there's so many options for Geralt. And as you can see, you only have 12 slots to put them in, so I can activate them, but if I don't put them in a slot, they don't exist, basically, for Geralt. You've also got the general ones. So these are just little random ones that you can put on. So, for example here, Trick Shot, you can shoot one additional bolt before you must reload. Cat Skull Technique, each piece of light armor increases critical hit damage. There's one for each of the different schools, so Griffin School, Bear School, right there. You don't have one for Wolf School. So these are general ones. They don't get increased by the mutagens that you pop in, so I might get one or two of them over the course of the game, but overall I don't go for those. So my usual go-to is to get the fast attack sorted, so this is the one that you're doing the most damage. So we're going to whack that in that slot there, so it's active. So let's have a look around this side.
Griffin interrupted them.
Bit gnarly.
Black, saturated with blood.
Oh, sorry. Come back, I didn't mean to step on it.
A camp.
I will admit, sometimes once you've kind of done the area a little bit, it turns everything off.
And deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Okay. The running and jumping in this game can be a bit tricky, so be careful of it. I have definitely died before from this. Right, let's follow these tracks. I'm so used to automatically jumping up things that having to actually press it is interesting.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least.
Can I get some of that though? Ow! No, I'm not allowed the honey.
Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
Damn. Gnarly. Okay, hello.
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male.
Did you just assume his gender?
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal Griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Well, sod.
Bones,
Can't say I blame him.
horse, dog, human. A few months worth.
Here, look, you can have a look at the nest as well. You should be able to, if you move in the right direction, examine the nest.
Only a human could do this.
Yeah, so the Nilfgaardians are basically, they've come up here, they've killed the female Griffin while she slept and burned the nest, which they thought was doing the right thing, only led to angering the male. Which, yeah, to be fair, this is what they get for not hiring a professional in the first place, but at least they realised that and hired... Whoa, that was close. I wonder if I can jump that. Yes, I can. What a boss. Right. Roach. Here, boy. Don't get stuck in a tree. Right, if we go get that book form, we've got plenty of information about the Griffin now. one thing, if you're sprinting on the horse, unlike many other games, you can't pick anything up as you're going, because, let's face it, would you be able to, really? Once you're hanging off the side of it and sweeping your hand along, you're probably not even going to get like good cuts if you do that.
That's it, Roach.
It's a bridge, Roach. Yes, goodbye. That was rather dramatic, buddy. Okay, right, I think we have to swim out. And by we, I mean me. Okay, right, let's go. So I will say the swimming in this game is something I'm not a fan of, because if you end up with drowners, the only thing that you can do is shoot them with a crossbow, which we do not yet have. I'm going to grab some more buckthorn while we're here. It's useful to get a few extra ingredients, if you can. And there's no drowners about, so...
Should talk to Vesemir.
Great. Let's go! What a refreshing swim. I'm not gonna bother calling Roach. We're not that far away from the inn and Vesemir. Right. It's important, after we've done the Griffin quest, do not go back to the inn if you have side quests and things you want to do in the area, because once you hit the inn, it zooms time on. And you will lose the opportunity to explore the area and see everything else that's going on.
Man, whose field is that the other side of the river?
By the wood. Boy in clinics. Good lad, Master Witcher.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Got good news and bad news. Good news first. Captain of a Nilfgaardian garrison knows where Yennefer went.
And the bad's that we have to kill the Griffin for him. What else could he want from two witches? Go on. Tell me what you know.
Griffin's abandoned its lair. Gotta make a lure, set a trap.
And how's that going?
Learned some things. It's a male, had its nest in the Vulpine Woods. The Nilfgaardians burned the woods down, killed its mate, smashed their eggs. Thought they'd fixed things.
It's always the same. Instead of sending for a professional, they try to do it themselves, only end up making matters worse.
Got the buckthorn.
Ought to work like a charm. Powerful scent.
More like stench.
City boy. Rotting meat, manure, piss, standard smells of the countryside. Remember Tredegor, hunting that Zoogle in the trash heap? You spent half the next day bathing, scrubbing yourself.
How can I forget? You ever gonna stop bringing that up?
I like to smell nice. It's not a crime.
Ready, say the word and we'll get to work.
I'm
ready. Go.
No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Nice. It's like a... I love just watching them like flee from me with their wings up. Hello, buddy.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods?
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
It's a good price for me.
Let me have a look at your stock.
Please have some cordial. Wait, so what do you have? What do you have? Mandrake. No! You have Mandrake cordial there. Another thing about this game, you do need to keep on top of like repairing your weapons I recommend collecting all the repair kits you can while you find them, because the moment you stop trying to get them, you can't bloody find them, and you've just got broken weapons. There's also all of the gear that you have. You can get new gear, so you can, play dress up with Geralt, with all the different gear that you could also have. So I can just buy some alcohol here, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy some Dwarven Spirit as well, just so I've got it.
Take care.
So we will pick up some cordial at some point, but until we do, where am I going? Alchemy, please. But until we do, let's have a look. What else do I need for Swallow? I need Celadine, so we'll pin that. And Drowner Brain. So we need to kill some Drowners and get some more pretty yellow flowers, which I'm pretty sure we can. As what I said, like picking things up. So that's Blue Ball. We don't really need that one right now. Picking up all the flowers you can all the herbs you can is really important, because you'll never know. You need just like a really random one. Yes, Mr. Cow. Oh, that's a really good tidbit. If you murder all the cows in town, it used to be a thing where you could kill them, meditate, and they would come back, and you kill them again. It's an easy way of like farming for XP. And the game devs, instead of like just destroying that option, decided to like punish players for it and bring in one of the like most feared monsters in the game. That seems like level 1, 2, and 3 in this area. Absolutely mince you, which I just think's so funny. But I have no problem leaving them alive. I do not want to anger the dev gods. Can I have things? Is that Celadine? Or is that Blow Ball? Turn round. Still Blow Ball. Dang it! Right, let's hunt ourselves a Griffin.
Stream, amber waves of grain, charming place, perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
Let's go.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait's scent will spread quickly.
Now all we have to do is wait. Come on, we can cower in the shade of those birches.
I take offense to the word cower.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
Quite like that. That's basically, are you coming home for the holidays, son? Here it is.
It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait, take this.
A crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
A witcher with a crossbow? We breaking with tradition?
Stop talking. Got a Griffin to kill.
Ah, yes, that music that I love.
Watch out!
Right. Get yourself some Igni when you're doing this. Make sure you've got your crossbow equipped. Make sure you lock on that Griffin if you can.
It's about to dive.
And make sure you dodge if it dives. Come on.
Show me what you got.
Why would I put away the sword? try and set it on fire, that helps it.
It's fast!
It's not that fast. I'm gonna stab you in the butt, Royal Griffin. When you hit it enough, it will try and run away.
Don't let it get away!
I'm not gonna! So start sprinting after it. Sprint towards the windmill. Just weave my way around and pick up some herbs while I'm at it. Come on, you. Come on, I'm right here. Boom. Gotta wait for your powers to charge up as well. They're not infinite. Boom! Down you go!
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
For example?
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
So, ooh, purple. So now you gotta walk around, you got to find where it is. The point at which it's gonna let me chop off its head. There we go. It thinks it's over here for some reason. So we loot everything, and it gives you, if it's a big monster, it says Griffin Trophy. And then for some reason we get the smallest bloody knife out. And then we've then got this head, which we usually, whatever monster you last killed will be attached to the side of Roach, which is a pretty nice touch. Gory, but nice. So I could fast travel from there. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just sprint back with Roach. Get into the, because there's something under this bridge that'll. There we go. I do need to take out some drowns at some point, but as I said, doing murder. I hope you're after the drowners and not me, because I didn't do all to you. As I said, we'll finish this bit of the quest. Oops, my bad. Jump, Roach, jump! Also, Roach will become afraid, so it is important to use that axis symbol to calm him down, because I mean he's only a horse and they be monsters, so you know, fair enough. Up we go. Why are you giggling? That was so weird.
What the hell is this? You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
No, no, no! By the gods, no!
Well, you should have played nicely.
What?
Guess you've dropped your good uncle act.
It was no act. I extended a hand to these people. They spat on it.
Could it be because it held the sword that killed their loved ones?
Tja, a moralist. And what would you do in my stead?
Wouldn't ever be in your stead.
Tell me why you've come.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go?
To Vizima.
She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so.
Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the Griffin. Tit for tat.
Yeah, very true.
Halt! We are not done. It's yours. This gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
I'm gonna take it, I did the job. But you can turn it down if you really want to take the sides. But the whole point of being a Witcher is you're supposed to be neutral. Yep, so behind that wall he's getting his lashings. Oof. But, yeah, I'm not really sure you deserve mercy, mate, to be fair. Right. So if we go back to the inn now, we will activate the next bit and we will abandon White Orchard, so it won't let us do the rest of the things that are available in this area. So it's not really updated on the map yet, but there's loads of little things to do around here that we really don't want to miss out on. So I think that's it, although I think they've there we go, I haven't put it on exploration mode. So yeah, that's important to note actually. So on the default, it won't show you all of the little exploration things you can do, because let's face it, if it shows them all, it busies the map and you don't know what you're doing. But if I put whack all on there, so that's your default, that's all. So all these little question marks, all these little white markers, are things that we could do around White Orchard. So I'll be doing that in probably a stream either tomorrow or Saturday morning, just making sure we have collected all this and done some of the side quests, and then next Thursday we will be cracking on and meeting Yennefer. Thank you very much for joining me this evening for our first stint into The Witcher 3, and I hope you join me in the future. Thank you very much, have a lovely evening, goodbye.